If there is a single group of activists in the world that I would call the best, most effective group of activists, it is Don't Comply. And today we are about to do our annual announcement and talk through of one of the best, most effective activist events, street activist events ever. Let's get into it.
From Dallas, Texas, this is Anarchast.
Greetings, activists. Welcome back to Anarchast, your home for anarchy on the internet. I will be Patrick Smith. And today we have two special guests, the specialists of guests. Murdoch Pisgatti is one of the world's greatest street activists and co-founder of Don't Comply, also CEO of Gopher Galaxy. Welcome to the show, Murdoch.
Thanks for having me on today, Pat.
And we also have with us, both of these are returning guests, Luis Fernando Mises, he is a consultant that teaches leadership all over the U.S. He is a yoga instructor, a meditation teacher, a student of Austrian economics, entrepreneur, founder of Emancipated Human, and family man. Welcome to the show, Luis.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I didn't put the names of the guests in the show name this time, so people are surprised and happy to see you, Luis.
Happy to be here, brother.
Awesome. I think this is going to be a really cool show because I think we have three people with different perspectives on the current state of the world, and I think that's a really good place for us to start this discussion. Let's talk about what in the holy hell is happening outside of our houses right now. If you're ready, Luis, can we start with you and just kind of tell us what you think is going on? What is the current state of affairs?
That's actually a challenging question. So thank you for putting me on the spot on that one. I actually, from my perspective, it's probably not as common. I think it's a fantastic opportunity for awakening. You know, there's a lot of people that really need to be shaken up to wake up. And this is the perfect opportunity for that because, you know, we've been doing actual activism for a number of years. And it's a gradual wave of people waking up. But the more pressure there is in this pressure cooker that's been happening, the more that people wake up and say, hey, those crazy guys, maybe they're not so crazy anymore. So to me, this is like a fantastic chance to become more aware. Okay.
Murdoch, what do you think? Is the stuff that's happening more hopeful? Is it waking people up, or is it evidence of everything that you thought about humanity?
You know, it's hard to tell the public that a pit bull needs to be put down when it's a cute little puppy, but when it grows up and it's ripping throats out of people, everyone's a lot happier to do it. But when I look around, I see everyone wearing masks. I don't see them resisting. I don't see them saying, this is crazy. There's no logic being applied here. I'm not going to do this. They're continuing to do as they always have done. So I don't have quite the same hope as Luis on this.
Yeah, I think I probably hold both of your positions simultaneously. And I've talked about this before, you know, being surrounded by masks, man, I really thought there would be more resistance to this stuff than there has been. And so in a lot of ways, my perspective, my lens on the world and humanity in general has been knocked into an alignment I didn't know it needed. But also, there are more opportunities now to talk to people and to point at the insane absurdities happening to them in real time than there were previously. So it's kind of a mixed bag. Like, I have less faith in humanity than I probably did a year ago. But also...
I view this whole thing like, you know, if you had looked around before all of this, you would have seen all of the other laws that are illogical, that don't make sense, that people follow with no problem. You know, you can't sell beer in Texas after 2 a.m. Sunday before noon, you can't have beer. And things like these blue laws are point in fact that people will just go and do whatever they're told and not question it, not try to stop it, not just completely go outside of that system. And once you understand they're going to do that, this should have been expected. I mean, pandemic was the caveat of how do we take away all rights from these people legally, with the exceptions in the Constitution. And it is pandemic, risk of life to the public.
This makes me this reminds me to point out something to the audience. This live stream that you're watching right now, probably on YouTube, but we are live streaming to all the other platforms, including Float right now. As soon as this is over, we are going to unlist it from YouTube and we're actually going to delete it from YouTube. I want us to be able to talk freely about the state of the world and what we see is coming and what the actions that we're about to take are going to be, and that stuff is not allowed by the YouTube terms of service. So after this live stream is over, the only place you'll be able to find it is over on our LBRY/Odysee channel and Bitchute as well. So make sure that you follow this channel in those places if you missed the live stream.